Alright. Hey there. How there. Oh there. It's been a while. I'm gonna be starting back a little bit because, it's been too long and I feel like, there's a couple of life updates. One, a new house! I'm now living with some friends, so, and it's a little late, so I'm gonna be polite and not talk too loudly. However, I can now do a lot more stuff and I have a little bit more freedom to do things, mostly just because I don't feel as bad about annoying them, and I don't care if they walk in. Plus, they respect privacy, so it's like, wowee! Anyway, yeah. Last time I started with a, like, short thing about ham steak and stuff like that, and you know what? Found out that I didn't have to do that because Zephyros, I almost forgot his name, told us everything. So I'm gonna start back. I believe the last time I played on this channel was in between. Let me get this one. So let's just get into it. Hopefully I remember everybody's voices, and I've been trying to work on getting better voices for everybody. Let's hope that's better. And okay, I guess I have to do that. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay, that took a little while. Alright, I had to go through the second car again because I didn't have a save file for this part of the game. Good job, me. Anyway, well, I am gonna pause here to let Future Chotch do a short thing about the hemospectrum, and we'll be right back. Thanks, Past Chotch. You done? No, I'm not done yet. I just got started. Jesus. Alright, so, first thing to know is that your blood color on the hemospectrum is directly related to your lifespan. So the Rust Bloods have the lowest lifespan, while the Fuchsia Bloods have the highest. But there's also a relation to the number of each color, I guess. The Rust Bloods have the most trolls in existence, while the Fuchsia tend to only have one, maybe two at a time. To start, the Rust Bloods are the lowest rank. They're the most common and can be seen as disposable. The wiki says that they're typically kind of adventurous, but it depends on the things that they go through. As you can see in this game, Zephyros isn't that adventurous, but there's good reason for it. They're often the ones that are culled quickly. And when we say culled, we do mean they are killed. Zephyros has every right to be scared of Marvis, and I get a little annoyed with Joey for her being all like, oh, you're just making a judgment. It's like, he's lived on this planet for a long time, Joey. You kind of gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Alright, next is the Bronzebloods. They're typically more animal related. They can be wranglers. Tavros in the original series, he wanted to be Pupa Pan, and his little friend, his Lucis, was a flying bull. And yeah, he was a great character. Then there's the Gold Bloods, which I always saw them as Mustard Bloods. That's what they were called in the original comic, but I guess the wiki has it as gold. I guess that's a kind of nice name. They're typically the psionics. There's a part in the previous part where one of the characters, Sarava, gouged out their eyes, and it was because they wanted to be less desirable for the Fuchsia Blood. That way they don't become a helmsman. And helmsman, while it sounds like a cool job, you get to control ships, it's more like you are a living battery. You don't have any control, you're just wired up, and your psionic powers are used to power the ships. You're not actually in control of those ships. Then we got the Olive Bloods. They're kind of tied to relationships. A lot of them are seen as shippers. That's just kind of what they are. They tend to be like both romantic, platonic. They can be very obsessed with quadrants, at least going by the original series like Nepeta and Yulin. Then we've got the Jade Bloods. Jade Bloods are the highest of the low bloods. They're seen as the caretakers. We'll meet a lot in this next part. They are quote-unquote nuns. They don't typically leave their dens. In fact, it's kind of dangerous for them to do so because the drones will kill them. They are more often than not female, but on the rare occasion there are some male Jade Bloods. So that's a whole thing. And there is another color that's not in this game, at least from what I've seen so far. They were culled to extinction. They are the Lime Bloods, and Lime Bloods are typically obsessed more with romance in the mate spirit, in the romantic kind of way, where the Olive Bloods are typically the relationships and of all quadrants. The Lime Bloods can be more obsessed with just the romantic aspect, the mate spirit aspect, the red feelings. The one thing I can say too is that we know of at least one for sure who is a Lime Blood. He is a mutant color, and that is Carcat Vantis from the original series. His color was candy red. However, it's believed that he is the mutant color because it's the exact opposite of lime green. They're complementary colors. They're both bright, and they technically don't exist on the rainbow. So yeah, those are all the colors, and this is going on a lot longer, but it's kind of expected. There's like 6 different colors. Okay. Now, back to the game. Okay. Anyway, all right, here we go. So let's go to the next room. So, sorry if this is kind of a personal question, but I get the impression that your species has sort of, well, the way you seem to do romance is very different from what I'm used to on my planet. Really? Yeah. You keep using all these terms I don't understand, like, what is it, monorail? Moirail. Yeah, that, and like kismisses. Yeah, that. Can you try to explain? It's harder than you think to explain something that's been part of your life for your whole life. How is your planet different? The only thing we really consider romance is the kind where you love somebody and you kiss and stuff. Oh, so like a mate spirit? I guess? Is that what a mate spirit is? Only one quadrant, huh? But if there's only one, I guess it's not a quadrant? A quadrant? Yeah. Well, I'll try to make it simple. I guess the way things work on our planet is that everybody has 4 quadrants that they have to fill. Red, black, pale, and ashen. The red quadrant is your mate spirit. That's the person you love. Okay, I can follow this far. What about black? Your kismisses is the person you hate. A kismisses is like your ultimate rival, I guess. Your contentious relationship is with your kismisses is supposed to push you to better yourself. But you still, kiss your kismisses at the same time as your mate spirit. Yeah, if you have both quadrants filled. But nobody gets, like, jealous? Why would they? They're 2 different quadrants. What about pale and ashen? Do you kiss the people you have in those quadrants too? No. The pale and ashen quadrants are a little different. In the pale quadrant, your moirail is in some ways your most important partner. Your moirail balances you out and keeps you grounded. They're the one who knows you best. They pacify your reckless impulses and protect you from the world. Without moirails, we'd all kill each other, even more than we normally do. Huh. And you have a moirail, right? Yeah, Demic is my moirail. So he's like your soulmate, but you don't do any kissing, like a platonic soulmate. Yeah, no kissing. Alright, so what about Ashen? The Ashen Quadrant is the most subtle and delicate of the quadrants. You actually have 2 people in your Ashen Quadrant. Someone you have a contentious relationship with, and then your Auspicious, who mediates your conflict with that person. The Ashen Quadrant is critical to troll society because the Auspicious limits black infidelity and can prevent quadrant facilitation between... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I think maybe we should call it the other 3 and leave this one for a more advanced lesson. Yeah, maybe. Sorry if that was confusing. It's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But right now we have to worry about getting to the front of the train, right? Yeah, let's go. Honestly, Zephyros summarizes it so much better than I did. I mean, he covers exactly what I did, but in fewer words and a little bit better. I feel like the best way... Okay, there's your platonic soulmate, which is your moirail, your romantic soulmate, which is your mate spirit, then your ultimate rival, is your kisses. And then I guess there's like almost a moral situation with your kisses when it comes to the auspicious. I don't really know why that has to be a thing. I think it's stupid. But then again, a lot of things in Homestuck is stupid. This comic is stupid. I don't know why I'm still playing this game. I do. I kind of enjoy it. This next part is kind of fun. There's just a lot of talking involved. So, let's go. Do 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 do. Meow, 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 meow. Would everyone just calm down? Who's saying this? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Linera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Rania keep everyone in order. Linera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me called. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw off anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Daria, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But if you have to say something, I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that. Wait, no, wrong person. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Linera's ignorance of gashes is, as always... Oh, fuck. Linera's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What? What is that supposed to mean? Like, Daria, I can't say names. Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a Shh! Everyone! Look! Don't let us. Now look what you've done! That's it. I'm out. Don't talk to me unless you got something to say to my face this time. I wonder what that was all about. It's better not to worry about it. Cloistered jades are always like this. Cloistered? Are they nuns? Is that why they're wearing Catholic school clothes? I don't know what the C word means, but yeah, they're supposed to become nuns when they grow up. Wait, do both our planets have nuns? Are nuns a universal constant? Well, we found something in common. Does that mean you also have caves full of children tending to trial pits and aiding the mother grub breeding process? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should probably let you know that there are teals in this car too. The teals are stereotyped as very law-abiding. So don't do anything illegal. Weird. Well, we'll just mind our own businesses and keep going. Yeah, let's keep... well, we should probably talk to all of them. Alright. I'm sorry. Why are you talking to me? I just thought we'd say hi. Well, don't. Okay, bye then, jerk. Typical. Everyone knows it was you, Daria. Just admit it and this can all be over. Eat nutritional excrement, ass kisser. Branya, did you hear what she just called me? Please, everyone. Let's stay positive and try to point fingers. And try not to point fingers. God. Did the exact opposite. Shh. I'm pretending to read while trying to eavesdrop. I'm very sorry that you had to witness that. It's fine. Do you want to talk about it? Absolutely not. Jades do not discuss internal politics with outsiders. Because, 1, it is our personal affair, and we should not have rubbed everyone's proverbial noses in it. 2, I'm trying very hard to have a pleasant holiday with my best friends. And 3, no offense, but it's none of your business. A lone, mysterious bladesman watches the 2 looooooots pass. They can feel his piercing gaze sizing them up, assessing their weak spots with calculated ease. Is that guy narrating what he's doing? Let's just ignore him for now. Oh god, what did I give her? I can't believe this. What? Can you believe this? Whatever you say. Darling, you weren't even listening to me. I like this troll. Tisius? Unless you want to make my cruelest bar exam for me, leave me alone. My, an afternoon out with a flock of Jade Bloods is better than any episode of Sterilization Scrub Operatics. So there's supposed to be there's another one there. Let's exit.
Did someone lose a book? When I tried to wash my hands, this popped out of the moisture evaporation unit. It seems very private.
Give that to me. This is it. It's the book. No, it just said, oh god. Just a lot of fanfic reference and facilitating quadrants. Facilitating, if you don't remember, is where somebody like bounces between quadrants. A troll is supposed to have one troll in each quadrant. They should not have a single troll in all quadrants. Otherwise known as Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Reading Fresh Teeth is a load in the goat load gaper, Daria. Really? That's perverse even for you. Would you just stuff fresh teeth up your nook already? This fighting is getting us nowhere.
I'll say perhaps you could use some outside aberration to resolve this conflict in an orderly, lawful, and objective fashion.
No offense, Stills, but I'd rather stick a nutritional prong directly into my eye socket than get involved in this. Darling, just think of it as a trial run for your cruelest bar exam. Never hurts to get more practice. The fact that I don't fall for such cut rate manipulation is why I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pass this just fine without. You were determined at all times to be impossible. Please, miss, I would like to keep this issue internal, if you don't mind. Try harder, why are you all fussing over some book anyway? It's not just any book. The Rainbow Emotion Saga is a profane set of religious texts that our cloister has been charged with protecting. The fact that it left our cavern in the first place is a first-rate violation of imperial law. A violation of which law, dear? Please elaborate. Oh no. Nice job, Boat Breath.
Could I maybe just get another look at it before?
Oh, why? So you can defend it more? Too bad. The thief already tore out all the naughty pages. Lanera. We're going to be in so much trouble. Not if Lanera shuts her crusty trap, we won't. And no! I'm sick of this. As Jades, we have a duty to preserve the culture of Alternia and pass it on to the next generation. Branya understands the importance of the secret calling. But the rest of you undermine her at every step. Branya she's so kind and understanding. It would kill her to know the true depths of how much the lot of you despise our work. Lanera, please, I can speak for myself. I know, Branya, but just this once let me speak for you. If one must wear the crown, then someone needs to wield the whip. And I'm the whip. Is everyone hearing this? Be quiet, Link.
I won't be bullied by you anymore. This stuff's now. Whoever defiled the divine artifact must step forward right now, or this is it's going to be very bad. That's a promise.
Yo's up, Buzzies. Hey, no need to stop on my account, diggy dogs.
Eek!
What's alive in this noise I'm hearing about? An important religious, was it? Oh, shit.
Well,
you really never know when to shut up.
It's nothing, sir. Just you as being Jade, and how may I help you this evening?
Oh, LOL, help me? You think I need help?
Oh, no, not at all, sir. Just trying to extend a helping hand, as it were. Didn't mean to cause offense.
Nah, it's cool, bud. I was just going for a stroll. It's easy to get bored on such a long trip, right? But it sounds like you buddies be gearing up for some real rollicker of a trial here. Don't go and tell me you guys born like the other cars.
Of course we are, sir. I mean, of course we aren't. Or we are not boring, that is.
Oh.
Wait.
Use your words, Stells.
What I meant to say is that we are currently in progress of setting up a tribunal on the spot to deal with this incident of thievery that comes to our notice. But we were at a loss without a high blood as your caliber to judge the pizzazz of the upcoming trial.
Excuse me? Dear darling Tizius, why don't you tell him all about it? Oh boy. Sup, Joe? Nice to see your toothy mug again.
It's nice to see yours too.
But I don't think we have time to stop and chat. Can we sneak by? No can do, buddy. You see, Tizius has been chatting about some heinous courtroom biz. Hey Tiz, tell him about all that shit you're fucking around. It's fucking wild. The long and short of it is that what I want is to begin a trial. A who stole the book, courtroom, drama. But instead of handling it the traditional Alternia way, we test out my theory of defensive legislation, where the accused has their own legislator, a defense legislator, where his honorable tyranny is no mindless monster, but a judge, and where the accused is innocent until proven guilty.
Holy shit. ZZ, no, sweetheart, you can't say these sort of things in front of these sorts of people. It's heretical and illegal.
LMAO, shit's crazy. Shit's crazy indeed. That's why we need you, Joe. See, the Jades accused Araya of stealing the book, Fresh Teeth, and then stashing it in the load gaper. So, we need a neutral third party to defend Araya, and you're the optimal choice.
What? You want me to be a lawyer?
I didn't go to law school. Heck, I've barely even been to high school. Nah, but you don't need any fancy schooling. You're more equipped just the way you are.
Really? Wow. Well, ZZ, I guess if even the most qualified amongst us isn't calling you on sight for your absurd ideas. Honk. Then I suppose this is a thing that is happening. So, if the little low-blood darling right here is the defense and Marvis is the honorable tyranny, then who in the world would be the so-called prosecution?
You, of course, since you're so eager to please.
Oop.
Well, wait, I haven't agreed to this. Joe, if you want to do this for me, I'll make sure you get through the rest of the train. Unmolested. Honk.
I can't argue with that, I guess. Maybe I'll really like being a defense lawyer.
That's the spirit. Come to me if you got any questions about what to do. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on the time. I'm gonna cut this off at 30 minutes because this next part is long. I mean, I was also having trouble doing all the stuff, so. What's up? Can you tell me what to do? Despite the new defensive process, you'll basically be following in the steps of the leagues of legislator legends that came before you. First, you must take statements from all the involved parties. Second, you must gather evidence and determine your timeline. Third, you must decide your plan of attack so you can defend Araya. And crush your opponent with no hesitation.
Isn't our opponent your mate spirit?
Yep, that's what makes it more invigorating. Anyway, after you've scuttled around and interviewed everyone and dug up all the evidence you can find, come back to me and I'll get his tyranny to start up the trial. Alright. Ow. Fudge. Oh. Should we really be getting involved in this?
I think we're sort of trapped now. We don't want to do... if we don't do what the High Blood wants.
Again with the assumptions, the worst of Marvis. Joey, honey, who's the alien here?
You're the alien.
I'm more worried about, what if it turns out Jiraiya did steal the book? What if we help her, but it turns out she had been guilty the whole time?
I don't see why it matters.
You don't?
I mean, that's sort of how trials work. It's not about whether you really did the crime or not. I think it matters how good you are at talking. You can get on your side in the audience. What makes for the best theater?
Maybe our planets aren't so different after all. That's an unfortunate truth. Alright. Hello, Dagora. Hello again. Nice evening, isn't it? Why are you in such a good mood when everyone else is freaking out? An innocent troll with nothing to hide sleeps the sleep of the just. I've got a cup of tea, an absolutely devastating haircut, and a front row seat for what promises to be some especially juicy justice. Free of charge. The only thing missing is snap kernels. You wouldn't happen to have any snap kernels, would you? No. Pity. Anyway, the name's Dagora Gorjek, but you can call me Gorgar. So, can you prove you weren't involved in this crime? Cynicism and distrust, both of which I can respect. Of course I can prove it. I can prove anything, however far-fetched. But you need to pay my hourly billing rate, of course. Just sign here. You want to charge me to prove you're innocent? It's hard work being innocent. You want me to do it for free? How do you expect me to make any money? Well, okay, but if you can't prove you're innocent, your name may come up in the trial. And you know, people get convicted of stuff they didn't do all the time. All the time? Don't you watch crime shows and stuff? Do you guys have those?
We have public callings every so often, if that's what you mean.
Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll prove my innocence for you free of charge. I hope you're aware that I wouldn't extend this special offer to just anyone. I couldn't have done it. I was in the load gaper. Oh, but... Wait! The book was found in the load gaper. Indeed, but I promise you that the whole hour I spent in there was devoted to nothing but diligent evacuation of my internals. Ew. But how do we know you're telling the truth? That's an awfully long time to be using the bathroom, isn't it? What's it any business of yours how long I take in the gaper? To be honest, we members of the legislator profession are prone to load blockages and slow disgorgements. Ugh, too much information. The load gaper security video will show beyond a reasonable doubt that I was closeted with my bowels, and so nowhere near the scene of the outrage at the time it took place. Aha! Alright, let's go get that thing. Boop. I don't see a tape in there.
What's a tape?
Oh, right, your planet probably hasn't used tapes for hundreds of years. It's how we record videos. They're like a little black box with two spools of magnetic tape in between them. And as it turns, it plays a video.
Whoa, that's amazing. We just use grubs.
Grubs? Like insect grubs?
Yeah, they're linked psychically to a CPU, or something like that.
And this is just like a naturally occurring thing on your planet?
Well, in the old days we used to farm them, but naturally born mummy grubs can only store a terabyte of information maximum. Now they're cloned and grown in giant vats on some imperial ship out there on the galactic border.
So they're just alive bugs.
When you put it that way, it sounds really sad.
Your planet has a lot of sad things, Zephyros. Yeah, I know, but that's why the Tetric is going to change everything. If you say so. It looks like we're going to need something sharp and thin to pry the grub out. Right, let's see what we can find. I can't open that because they're all there. Talk.
My Torona! Hey, I know what it looks like, but I had nothing to do with this. If I had been on the one to steal part of the infamous Rainbow Hemospectrum saga, I promise I never would have returned it. Actually, could we strike that from the record?
How do you know so much about the book?
I have an interest in salacious historical artifacts. I never thought I'd run into one here, of all places. Usually even professional perspective editors could only hope to touch a book like that once on the ugly end of a low-blood rebellion.
Perspective editor?
Yes! It's a branch of operational methodology where you help the government decide which historical documents are advantageous to the Empress and which should be locked up or purged. Most people think it's boring work because you spend a lot of time reading old ledgers and requisition records, but you wouldn't believe the things you learn about the past from that stuff. Of course, there are the benefits of being the only one who gets to see them all.
It is really hard to read a freaking quark. Well, wait. Are you saying that you study these historical documents and then you just lie about what's in them?
Yes. Why else would we study history if not to control it? If you put history in the hands of the people, you'd end up with a total anarchy. Just look at what's happening here.
Ugh.
What's with the jitty look?
Oh, okay. So we're good on that. I am above the petty drama of historical anarchy rates. I only care about facts and reason. Fuck you. I hate this guy so much. Beneath me. Branya, could we talk to you about what happened? Not if you expect me to betray my words for the entertainment of a high-blood rapper. No, we want to help. We're going to help you all build up an impeccable defense. I really don't understand what you or that teal blood really think any of this is going to accomplish. Because, 1, nobody cares about the truth. 2, everyone knows nobody cares about the truth and will therefore never actually tell the truth. And 3, I don't know you. We get that. We really do. I know you have no reason to trust us or Marvis, but we're all in this together now, right? Shouldn't we at least, I don't know, try? Yeah, I guess we should. So, we can ask you stuff? Go ahead. You're in charge here, right? Well, I'm certainly not in charge of the teals or that high blood, but I am the highest ranked Jade of my cloister, yes. Even though Lank likes to pretend he doesn't have to listen to me. So, yes. Go ahead and ask anything you like. Why were you so ready to convict Araya earlier? Everybody seemed really convinced it was not her, or at least they seemed like they didn't care if she got falsely accused. It's political. There really isn't any point in trying to explain it to outsiders, so I'm not going to bother. But if you're asking me if I have any material proof that she did it, then no, I don't. Go ahead and ask anything you like. What are you doing out here? I thought the cloister Jades weren't allowed to leave the caverns. We aren't. The drones would strike us down if we were to abandon our duties to the Mother Grub. Except for one single event per sweep. Jivik Week? Yes, obviously. I'm sorry if this sounds ignorant, but why are you allowed out during Jivik Week? Don't you have a really important job to do? We do. And I suppose it's contravention of hundreds of sweeps of tradition for us to leave before our ordeals. But it's the heiress's will, I guess? The heiress? yes, maybe 3 or 4 sweeps ago, the heiress demanded that even we be allowed to attend. The drones stand down and we are allowed to emerge from the caverns.
Isn't that potentially a big problem? Do some of you not run away from your duties? Sorry.
None of my jades are so cowardly. This is merely a field trip. Oh, Branya. Go ahead and ask me anything you like about that book. So, what exactly happened with the book Fresh Teeth? It's a whole mess. But the first problem is, 1, the book should not have been on the train in the first place. It's part of a banned series we keep in the cloistered library for safety. 2, what you witnessed was only the back half of the drama. This has been going on all evening. The timeline is actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. Once she found the book about 20 minutes after the train left the station, I confiscated it and immediately put it in my locker. About 40 minutes after that, I realized someone had broken in the lock and stolen the book. 20 minutes after that, we found a book again, but it had been defaced. A bunch of pages were ripped out. 3, I have absolutely no idea how whoever did this got the chance. The lockers are right there. It's not like we've had much to distract us. So, you have the book now? Yes, it's safe. Can we see it? Absolutely not! No one touches a single page of the Rainbow Hemotion saga until we get back to the caverns. I knew this trip was a bad idea.
Oh, hi! I guess you want to talk about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Hemotion saga? Well,
yeah, so you're the one who read it first?
Well, I didn't bring it into this train if that's what you're asking. I just found it. I'd never seen it before. I only knew the series by reputation.
Is it very well known?
Not exactly, but I know of some others have definitely read it. It's about a Jade Blood who's thrown out of the caverns for impure dalliances with her fellow Jades. Then she becomes a rainbow drinker and has even more impure dalliances.
A rainbow drinker?
Oh, I guess trolls who live on the surface have different myths. Legends have it that there are Jades who are cheated to death by becoming rainbow drinkers. They say that the rainbow drinkers that can live forever, and their eternal youth means they never have to leave Alternia. But they must drink the blood of other trolls to survive.
Oh, like a vampire.
Sure, if that's what you call it. But it's just all stories, of course. Rainbow drinkers aren't real.
So the book is about vampires?
Well, there are rainbow drinkers in it, and I wouldn't say it's about them.
It's more centered around the main character doing pretty much all of the sacrilegious it's possible to do, of which becoming a rainbow drinker is one. Like, there's this one iconic scene where she gets her...
that story sounds really exciting, but obviously you don't have the book, so we're going to talk to some other people.
And gets her what and what? I don't want to know. Alright, let's finish talking to all these and then we'll pause.
Go away, I'm not a suspect. Do we have to talk to her? She looks like she might knife us.
Do you mind giving us a statement?
Yes, I mind. I find it offensive. Do you think I have something to hide? Daria is the culprit, plain and simple.
But Daria has no reason to steal anything, especially not something about a vampire book. Can you imagine those kinds of fancy pants curly... Can you really imagine those kinds of fancy pants curly-haired Gary Oldman guys appealing to totally radical punk teens? Come on. And I don't think she's the type to stir up a scene for yucks. So what would she have to gain?
She would gain tingly feelings in areas we'd best not talk about. Daria is a nasty pervert bitch, and that's all I have to say on the matter.
I literally don't... Haven't you had enough already? We want to know a little bit more about your friends, I guess. Can you even call them that?
We're cloister mates. I can assure you that there are no stronger connection in this world than between Jades in a cloister. even though Wanshi's a irresponsible mess who reads too much deplorable literature, and Jiraiya is a nasty thief who never respects the rules, and Link is a disgusting party boy slut who participates in degenerate activities. All these frictions are just trials to test our faith and commitment to our duty. I am so grateful to my cloister mates for providing me the endless opportunities to prove my strength and loyalty. We have an unbreakable bond of blood and tradition that binds us more closely than any quadrant. Wow, it sounds like you guys really love each other a lot. Well, alright then. Talk. One more time, I think. Haven't you had enough already? Why do you care so much? Why are you so passionate about this? You're making a big stink over it, and I don't understand why. Why do you think just needs to be called down upon Jiraiya? But Jiraiya is your cloister mate. Do you not care about her? What matters most is what's best for the whole cloister. How is going through this trial going to help your cloister? Look, I'm the only doing this to help Bronya. She is the shining star that lights her way in these dark caverns. It's about time there were some consequences for how they treat her. Alright. Jiraiya, could we ask you a few questions? Yeah, whatever. Did you do it? Zephyros, you can't just ask that. Oh, why not? Because she's our client. It's our job to believe that she's innocent. We can't ask her anything that would incriminate her. Why? You're considered innocent until somebody proves you guilty. Sounds fake, but whatever. I didn't do it, but Linera thinks I want to fill pails with Bronya, so she's not gonna change her story. And that teal blood with the industrial metallic cylinder up her nook is gonna believe whatever she thinks will make the clown happy. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. How about the Jades? So, all the other green bloods are your all family? What? I mean, you live together. Oh yeah. We all got chosen for cloister when we were barely older than regulars. We're the fucking special ones who get to take care of the mother grub and all its business caverns to grave. Not all Jades get chosen, but apparently we're the purest of the pure. Wow. Alright. One look at Link and any theory anybody has for cloister falls apart. The guy hatched, crawled right back into a bucket and never came out. Oh jeez. Anyway, everyone who lives in the caverns is a steaming pile of garbage. Can you not leave? Who the fuck are you, kid? I'm just very stupid. Whatever. Yeah, we can't leave. Do you know what cloistered means? It means the assholes are the only trolls I'm going to see before I leave the planet. It's not like we can just sneak out. We'd be killed by drones. Literally the only fucking time we're allowed to leave that shithole is Jivik Week. And even that's new. You'd be better too. God, I actually kind of like her. She's kind of fun to voice too. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. About Linera. So, about Linera. What about her? She sucks. Not really anything else I can say. She wants to get me cold. She's about absolutely convinced herself that I'm trying to fuck Bronya. Are you? No. You think I'm trying to get with any of these losers? I see literally every day. I've been down that road before. I'm over it. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. About the book. So, this book that everyone's so worried about, Fresh Teeth? Ugh, it's so fucking stupid. Fresh Teeth isn't even that dirty. I see way worse shit on the internet. It's like embarrassingly bad. Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, isn't it forbidden? Please. It's usually just sitting there in the cloister library. I'm definitely not the only one who's looked through it. Which is why this whole situation is stupid. This blows. This is so fucking dumb. Can we ask you some questions for the trial? Make it quick. What do you think about all this whole situation? That Bronya is naive and she thinks this is what it looks like on the surface. And that Linera could stand to get paled. What is that supposed to mean? My suggestion would be that you should talk to everyone here before making any snap judgments.
Can we ask you some questions? Make it quick. What is your take on the other Jades? My take? Yeah, you know, what do you feel about the rest of your, traveling companions? Very little. Wow, you're helpful. Quite. So, do you believe Jiraiya did it? You know, I just can't bring myself to care.
This is going nowhere.
Glad to be of help. I knew this trip was a bad idea. Okay, let's see here. Let's talk. What's up? Let's start the trial. See what the fuck? No, we're not gonna. You haven't done shit. Go gather more statements, more evidence, please. Anything I'm begging you. Jeez, okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here because 40 minutes, and last time I did this, it was way too long. This train doesn't end. So, I'm sorry, this is mostly just me talking. I'm having a little bit more fun. I think I need to preview each train because I never know what gender every character is, and like, while that doesn't normally matter, I try to do a little bit more and try to figure out what these characters are like. I know a couple of them so far. Jiraiya seems like the most interesting, and then I know a little bit about Bronya now. He can be kind of fun to voice, Marvis, just because he's my laid-back personality voice, I guess. I should give him more of the Sans voice, huh? I feel like that might fit better. But I'm gonna pause it here. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. This is a lot. I'm gonna keep on playing for a little bit, so I have a couple videos to front load, because, yeah. I'm probably not gonna have too many videos in the next couple weeks, because a lot of movement. Yay! Alright. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you next time. Bye!